you know, it's a pretty safe assumption that most people would love an updated kitchen or bathroom. But the idea of going through the process of a remodel, from the design to demolition, it can be a little bit much for most. But here to help ease those concerns is Chris Barr. He's of Granite Transformations. And Chris, you know, we talk a lot about your ability to go into someone's home and really reduce the, you know, the demolition, the mess, the time it takes to do an install. But another thing that you help people do is design. So you also help kind of ease the burden of someone sitting and worrying, oh my gosh, am I going to pick the right design for my home? So help explain how you can help people watching take that step to the remodel and also help make sure that it looks exactly what they're looking for.
Sure. You know, our whole objective is to take the stress out of this.
Yes.
Because this ought to be fun, you know?
Yeah, it's
you
exciting.
get to be creative, you get to make your house look more modern and more beautiful. That ought to be a fun process.
Yes.
And for a lot of people it's just not. There's just, you know, there's just too much going on and too many decisions to make. So what we do is, first of all, we encourage you to ask for help. You know, if you know somebody, if you know an interior designer or something, you should ask them for their advice. And then we send out our design consultants to your home.
Okay.
They're not people who come just to measure and sell you something. They're trained, they're certified design consultants. And both of my guys have been with us for over 5 years, one's 6 now. And so they've seen everything, you know? They have a really good eye for color and for design. And they're going to sit with you for a little bit and just get you to relax and tell them what you like about your kitchen now and what you wish were different, what kind of style you feel like you have, you know, what kind of statement you want to make with the changes that you're going to do. And then they're going to show you some options. And by the time you're done, first of all, you're going to have had a good time.
Yeah.
You're going to like these guys. And you're going to end up with a kitchen that that's the one you've been wanting for so long.
So they're going to help you be excited about the process, not nervous and anxious about it, and stressed. So you're relieving the stress. And I imagine, too, your designers can also come in and help somebody find a theme, especially if they don't have matching themes throughout their homes.
You know, that's an interesting point. It used to be that you needed to have kind of a consistent design idea across your home. But these days, eclectic is the theme.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people have a room that's really contemporary, and a room that's Asian, and a room that's traditional now. And that's perfectly okay. It's just a reflection of how you feel and how you want it to look.
So now it's variety is a spice of life when it
right.
comes to the design of your home.
You can still do the whole house in one theme if you want to, but you no longer feel the need to have to do it that way.
And let's talk about backsplashes, because those are a huge part of design, right?
It is, and more so now than it has been for a long time. It used to be that backsplashes were an afterthought, you know? They're that little 4-inch thing at the back that you wipe down every once in a while, but it doesn't really play a part in what the kitchen looks like. These days, backsplashes are really a design element, and people are taking their backsplashes up to the cabinet height.
Becoming a focal point now.
Right, right. And if you think about it, they're the first thing you see when you walk in the kitchen or the bathroom or wherever. They're the first thing you see because they're this way. And so people are, and our design consultants are paying more attention to what that effect is.
Okay, and then so let's talk about some of the designs that you have here through Granite Transformations.
There's a lot of different things you can do with backsplashes. That's really changed. We have literally hundreds of options for once we figure out what direction you want to go. Some people want to take the same material that they're doing on the countertop and run it up the backsplash, which is fine. It's a kind of cleaner look. If you're doing a backsplash or if you're doing a countertop, that's one of the materials that has a pattern in it, like this marble one that's got a vein, a wave. We often recommend that you consider doing that all the way up the backsplash, because visually you follow that vein clear across, which is neat.
Yeah.
And then there are what we'd call kind of more traditional backsplash options, which are traditional Italian mosaic styles.
And they're beautiful.
They're beautiful. They come in 100 of color combinations. And you can do little bricks, or you can do little squares, or you can do octagons. And it's elegant, and it's a little simpler. And then we have a whole bunch of artisan glass, hand-cut glass.
That's my favorite.
That's
so pretty. It's like
and these are exclusive to us. That's why you like them.
Yeah, that is why.
And there's several different patterns and a bunch of different color combinations. And they really make a statement on the wall, you know. They blend with what you have on the counter and with what the sink is that you chose, but they're really saying something else altogether, which is classy and updated and And it's one of those things where you're gonna enjoy walking in the kitchen every day and seeing it.
And be proud of your space. So
Right.
is this something you could have in the kitchen and also the bathroom as well, I imagine?
You know, bathrooms are a big backsplash.
Yes.
Because in bathrooms, not only do you have the vanity with a backsplash below the mirror, but lots of people are doing the shower walls and the tub surrounds and stuff like that, so that you can take these kind of patterns from floor to ceiling. And then when you walk in the bathroom, it's like, wow, that's really cool.
It definitely makes a statement.
Yeah.
So where can our viewers go so they can find out more and get exactly what they are looking for?
A couple of different ways to do that. One is to call the phone number on the screen. We have a showroom in Rancho Cordova. We service everything from Lake of the Pines to Modesto from here.
Wow, it's a big area.
We have a showroom there where you can come in and see. We have samples of all this stuff. There's a website. There's lots of, in fact, there's some pictures now on the screen that are taken from the website, so that you can see what what alternatives you have. And there's before and after pictures, which kind of help you visualize what's possible for you. And then you're going to make an appointment with one of our design consultants to come out. And they bring all of these samples with them, and they have an iPad full of pictures of jobs we've done. And by the time you're finished with them, you're going to have a really good idea of how to make this work.
Wonderful. Chris, thank you so much.
Sure.
Greatly
Pleasure.
appreciate it. And seriously, really, really, really love the artisan class.